Today, I'm going to reveal to you how much money YouTube paid me in the first year that I made videos on YouTube, and then I'll go into what YouTube pays me now. The reason I also have Graham Stephan in the title and in the background is because Graham Stephan is to blame as far as why I'm here making YouTube videos. See, back in November 2017 when I started, I made a video about Graham Stephan. And I didn't even check YouTube for like a couple weeks. And then I look and I went from 12 subscribers to 1,500 subscribers because of that initial video. Just a short 6 months later, we were in Ontario, Canada together talking about real estate with subscriber counters we got as gifts. Don't worry, we don't actually travel around with these things. You can see the Instagram post here. But whether or not you actually care about the YouTube income, there is a broader theme that I want to convey here. The reason I'm also comparing my numbers to Graham's is because we all compare each other to each other. I consider Graham a great friend of mine, and I would be lying to you if when I saw his videos get 200,000 views and mine get 20,000 views, there isn't part of me that goes, what the heck? Honestly, it's probably the same feeling that you might have when I talk about how I made $100,000 on a real estate deal. And so what I want you to think to yourself is the same thing that I think to myself. Graham does a great video. I look and go, you know what? That's motivation because I can do that too. And I want you, as we go through this revenue, which I'm about to click over to and we'll screen share, I want you to think the same thing to yourself. If Kevin can do it, I can do it. If Graham can do it, I can do it. So with that said, let's jump right into the data. Welcome to my YouTube analytics. In 2018, my first year of making videos on YouTube, I was paid $52,466, which, look at this. Let's just zoom in together on this over here. I got 4.2 million views. And if we scroll down here, I didn't even have my videos monetized at the beginning in January here. It wasn't until Graham told me, Kevin, monetize your videos, that I actually turned on my ads, and my first day of actual ad revenue when I turned on the ads was $49 to $81, and then you can kind of see the ad revenue bounce around here, and it's actually really incredible to see, wow, oh my gosh, relatively, I mean, brand spanking new channel here, in a less than 3,000 subscribers, and there's actually this revenue coming in every single day, which is fascinating. A few months later, I already broke $200 per day in YouTube ad revenue, which, let me say, there's something really interesting about the $200 per day revenue number on YouTube. In my particular area, selling houses worth about $500,000. If I net after costs and DocuSign, employees and all that, make somewhere around $7,000 to $7,500 per real estate deal, then we could relate $200 per day on YouTube to doing 10 real estate deals for other clients. That's $200 on YouTube is the same as me doing 10 real estate deals in real estate per year with 10 home inspections, 10 appraisals, 10 negotiations, 10 offer contracts, disclosures, escrow, you name it. $200 a day equals 10 deals. It's crazy. And then when it really gets crazy is you start noticing over here, wow, you know, even a small channel can break $436 in a day. Or I'll scroll over to the right a little bit more. Look at this. In one day, $697 on Cyber Monday. Absolutely incredible 2018 first year on YouTube here. And to me, this is very exciting. It's motivating. It says, you know what? Wow, this is really great revenue. If somebody wanted to start a YouTube channel, this should be great motivation. But I also relate that to, you know, how I look at Graham for YouTube might be how you should look at me for real estate. If I could do some great real estate deals, know that you could do it as well. In fact, the people that are really starting to crank the real estate deals are the people who join me in my private live streams, you know, 2 to 4 times per week, where we're analyzing deals and you're learning everything I know. There's a reason I can go into a house and go, this is built in 1968. I gotta look for aluminum wiring, asbestos ducts, asbestos linoleum adhesive, you know, galvanized or copper plumbing. There's a reason for that. It's because the more you try things and the more you try things differently and the more you get exposed to different things, different iterations of things, the more you learn kind of how to adapt and make more money. So the same thing that's true on YouTube, whether it's titles and thumbnails, is the same in real estate. Different styles of remodels, different styles of deals, wholesaling versus buy and hold versus flipping versus Airbnb and rent arbitrage. There's all that stuff, right? But let's keep going on with the revenue. Let's compare a couple of my videos to a couple of Graham's videos. So here we've got this video that I posted 10 months ago, how I got $22,500 off a Tesla Model X. And then I've got all this other crazy stuff going on. I got buy versus lease, you know, how I got $22,500 off a Tesla. I got Ethan Klein from H3 Productions here. I'm mixing like 17 different worlds all in one thumbnail and title. It's a disaster. Video gets 15,000 views. Let's look at the revenue for that. So here we go. The lifetime ad revenue for this video was $171. I talk about the tax benefits of buying a Tesla, but I go from the angle of saving money. Well, then we flip the script, and 6 months later, Stephan buys a Tesla, and very aptly calls it the $78 Tesla. Super simple, super relatable. How I bought a Tesla for $78 per month. 5.2 million views, which both of our videos had almost the same content in terms of tax benefits and write-offs and how we got money off the Tesla, except Graham's was packaged in a much smarter manner. Based on information that Graham's given us in his videos, so this isn't like secret information, he made over $23,000 on his first 2.7 million views on that video. That means by 5.2 million views, the video itself pretty much paid for the Tesla. And then when you get a viral video, that usually leads to 4 times as many views to other videos. So all of a sudden, a 5 million viewed video could get you like 20 million views across your channel, which basically, Graham buying a Tesla probably made him $200,000. When I bought my Tesla, I made $171 on my Tesla video. Okay, so like that might sound bitter, but that is a real emotion, right? Having that kind of reaction like, holy crap, bro, right? So here's another example. I flew to New York City to tour a $15 million penthouse, and then I flew to Miami to tour a $15 million penthouse, and I put them all together in one video. For flying around twice, that video got me $146 for 17,000 views. On the flip side, Stephan goes to Florida and does a house tour with Ben Mala, calls it Meet the $250 million Man, and gets 2.2 million views, which we know when he got his first 1.6 million views, he made over $14,000 in ad revenue. And so what do I learn from that? Kevin, it's time to step up the quality of content, thumbnails, whatever it's gonna take to change things up, because we know it's possible. I could go bitter, I could go dark, I could be like, damn you, Graham, you're doing better than me, I'm gonna go crawl in a hole and die. Or we go positive and we go, you know what? This is good. This means that opportunity exists. Let's go see what we can do. So let's show you ad revenue for 2019. In January of 2019, the channel made $6,600, which is just over $200 per day. That's 10 transactions per year in the bank for January. Now, let's go ahead and compare that to March. In March, the channel made $6,600. And so what does that tell you? No growth, stale. And so what do you have to do when you're not growing? You gotta change things up. You gotta start doing things differently. The same is true if whatever you're doing in real estate. If you're wholesaling real estate right now and it ain't working out for you, maybe it's time to get educated on a different strategy. If you're doing a certain type of stock investing and it ain't working out for you, maybe it's time to consider a different investment strategy or just consider a different investment entirely. So we have this flat growth. Let's go ahead and hop on over to April to see what April looks like. So in April, I change up my game a little bit. I do some shorter videos and my revenue goes down to $5,400. So basically, I tried, but I failed, which hurts. You know, that's painful. It's like, oh my gosh, we are now going backwards. This sucks. So what did I do? Change the strategy again. Enter June's ad revenue. Now, it's no Stephan, but take a look at this. $13,461. Look at these daily figures, 487, 432, 482. It goes down to a low of like 244 here and a high of 740. That's incredible. I mean, just for giggles, let's do this math. 13,461 times 12. That's $161,000 of annualized revenue. That's over $400 per day, which related back to how many deals in real estate, that would be like 22 deals a year if I could keep that consistent YouTube income. Now, I could look at this one of two ways. I could look at this and say, well, $13,461. Yeah, well, Graham in June said he made $90,000+ of YouTube ad revenue. I'm a loser. Or I can be motivated by Graham's awesome ad revenue, and then look at it and say, wait a minute, hold on, $13,400. That's like over $440 per day, which is like the same as doing 22 deals per year, yet not talking to a single client. So remember, every $200 a day is 10 deals a year. So when I look at it that way, it's like, whoa, that's actually really cool. That's motivating. That's exciting. Oh, Graham's making more money? You know what? Good for you, man. Good for you. That's awesome. I want that too. Let's go. Let's make better quality content and better videos. Let's do it. And so that's exactly what I've been trying to do. And now let's look at July's revenue. July comes in at $17,300. And look at how the month ended. We went from these days of $337 all the way up to $767, $823, but the last couple days were $879 and $911. And again, I could go negative and go dark here and go, well, Graham's making $3,000 a day. Well, forget Graham for a second. Just like you should say, forget Kevin. Okay, Kevin made $100,000. He bought his third wedge deal in 2019. Okay, I know I should join Kevin's real estate investing course so I can learn what he knows and be able to get these deals as well. But put aside the fact that I got 3 of those wedge deals this year and go, wait a minute, Kevin makes me know it's possible. Graham makes me know higher YouTube ad revenue is possible. And so you think to yourself, there are 2 ways you can go. You can go dark and you go, man, screw real estate. You know what? Insider jobs. That's how they're doing it. Man, Graham's probably got somebody at Google pumping his videos on trending or something like that. I can't do the same thing. You can take that negative approach. You're probably gonna fail. Take the positive approach, and it sounds so cliche, but the whole like, oh, shoot for the moon, you land among. I don't even want to finish saying that because it's just too cliche. But like, holy crap! When I looked at YouTube from a negative light, my revenue went down. When I looked at it from a positive point of view, the revenue like tripled. And I personally think the reason I'm making this video is basically like a Trojan horse, and I guess it's not really a Trojan horse if I tell you about it, but it's kind of like a Trojan horse for me to say, if you're disappointed in your investments, if you're confused because you're trying to understand stocks and bonds and the Federal Reserve, and you got people whispering in your ear that there's gonna be hyperinflation and you're confused about real estate, pick one thing. Focus on one thing, see what's possible, and start working your way towards that. If that one thing is real estate, look, you don't have to be in the real estate investing course. It'd help you a lot, especially when you see me in the live streams analyze deals and all the recorded lectures that there are. There's content in there that you just can't get online because when I started, I wasn't able to find that information myself. I had to find the data and come up with it myself. But you don't have to start there. Maybe you don't even want to do real estate. But the point is, pick something, focus on it, then find somebody that's doing better than you, and rather than get discouraged, partner up, get in the wheelbarrow, get the taser out in the rifle case, and get to work. We'll see you out there. Make sure to follow me on Instagram as well, and thanks so much for watching. I know this one's a little bit of a different style of video, so let me know if you enjoyed it or not.